Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to Lightspeed. We're back for the final part of Wave 1. We're almost done with the first wave. And looks like we're starting with... What the fuck is this? It's... Who the fuck are the Ten Commandments?
The villains from the Seven Deadly Sins, Max. Come on.
Yes, heard nothing but good things about that anime. Let me go find it. Let's see. Fucking. There it is. Okay. While looking for the corpse part to defeat Overheaven Dio, the Joestars come across a weird medieval-looking universe. As they went to get the last corpse part, they were stopped by 10 individuals who were guarding it. Can the Joestar retrieve the corpse part, or will the Ten Commandments beat the crew, ending their lineage? Well, the Joestars come first.
Okay. Can you repeat the last sentence? What are they doing again? Because I know I win.
Trying to retrieve the corpse part.
The corpse part?
It's a fight.
The Ten Commandments are the ones holding it.
They're trying to retrieve the corpse part. A JoJo thing. The thing that they have to retrieve in JoJo Part 7. They're retrieving that.
Well,
so JoJo doing the thing they've already done. But okay, so Giorno pulls up, right?
Sure.
And Gold Experience Requiem, and they're in the end. The fight is over.
Well, what does that mean?
So Gold Experience Requiem basically nullifies the will and actions of its attackers. So it basically is a no-use stand. Nothing can ever hurt it at all. So he just walks up, and then nothing happens when they try to attack the Joestars, and then they get the corpse part, and then they leave.
All right, Brandon,
now,
show them.
hang on just a minute.
And that's not even the only thing they have. All right, go ahead.
Now, hang on just a minute. I think the Ten Commandments have got this in the Uncle Ian bag.
Yeah.
Ooh. Across the mythos and the lore of Seven Deadly Sins, 10 commanders, I think, stand ill-opposed to the rest of the world as the Ten Commandments. And I'd say they got a pretty good slew of abilities that could take on most, if not all, the Joestars and end the lineage for good. So, we got Derriere, who can punch very, very, very hard with over 20,000 pounds of punching force that can build up. Now, if they get hit, that's completely removed, and they got to build it up all over again. But I think that's a pretty strong power to have. Droll can send souls to the past. So Giorno's soul gets sent to the past. No more Gold Experience Requiem.
That's not how that works.
No, that's just a minor point. Estarossa, they'll be rendered powerless if they have hatred in their hearts, which I would argue most, if not all, the Joestars, maybe not Jonathan, have hatred somewhere in their being. So powerless, keep in mind. Gloxinia has disaster, which allows him to control life and death itself. Grey Road, if someone kills
What does that mean to control life and death itself?
The wiki's not that detailed, man. Grey Road, if someone kills in front of her, they will rapidly age and die. Melascula can manipulate the dying and the dead and draw someone's soul from their body. Monspeak blocks voices and can switch two objects in place. And then we got a leader I actually didn't write the name of, so I don't know his name. Turns anyone into an undying slave of the Demon King.
That just sounds like a lot of
It sounds like a lot of stand powers.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of stand. So, the stone thing. Was that ever an actual thing? I don't think the stone thing was, but everything else was. So the dying and the undead. You have the which one is it? Oops, shit. I'm not even sure why I'm actually trying to make a debate. They just lose.
Yeah, you just lose.
No, hold on.
When Estarossa can render them powerless.
So this whole thing, they've already dealt with a lot of souls. They Jotaro specifically dealt with the Darby twins who manipulate souls. I'm not even sure why that would even be a thing. What's the other one? There's oh yeah, what the fuck? Oh, Limp Bizkit had invisible undead, so they already know how to deal with that. Jolene knows how to do that, so they can communicate with that with them. So any sort of undead, Jolene's dealt with at some point in time. What other fucking ability?
But they have
Life and
hatred
death.
in their hearts and be rendered powerless.
I'm not sure. Jonathan doesn't really hate anybody, so that's not going to really affect him. The whole point of the JoJo is that they have like righteous hearts of gold. That's their whole deal. So I'm not sure. They don't really
what if
hate
I debate for
anybody.
the 10 Commandments from the Bible? They'll probably beat the
my God.
Joestars.
That's a good point.
The Commandment 5: honor your mother, your father, and your mother. Jotaro doesn't do that. He's screwed.
Oh.
Commandment 7: you shall not commit adultery. What happened to Joseph and Susie Q?
So they don't abide by the Ten Commandments, therefore they lose to the Ten Commandments?
Yeah.
Wait. Have the JoJo characters killed before? Because I think that's rule
Thou
one.
shalt
Yeah.
not. Thou shalt not.
Plenty of blood on their hands.
Well, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Brandon
Why
lost.
did you suggest this? GER solos. I'm like, why did you suggest this idea? Giorno actually solos.
This is not even the only. GR is not the only problem they have to deal with. Even if we took out the equation, you also have Johnny Tuskak 4,
Yeah.
which can have an infinite rotational, which can also follow you into alternate dimensions. That it did to Valentine. There's also Part A. There's Soft and Wet. Soft and Wet Go Beyond, which does the same thing with bubbles. So you can take out characteristics, but then also spin them infinitely, so they fucking die. Part 4, Crazy Diamond. If they get damaged, then Josuke can just heal everybody up. No lickety split, no problem. Jolene strings can even counteract the effects of Sea Moon, which flipped her organs infinitely, or tried to flip her organs, but she manipulated her strings to turn herself into a Mobius strip, so Sea Moon's gravity effects no longer worked on her.
You must admit, Estarossa making people powerless if they have hatred in their hearts is pretty good.
I think I'm gonna have to vote for the 10 Commandments. They have too much hatred.
Part 3, Jotaro time stop. Even though it got worse by Part 6, he still has time stop. Joseph Haman, so he has light energy. I'm not sure
already
what that's
dead.
10 Commandments. The only person that's not going to be doing anything really is Jonathan.
None of us
Jonathan's
like 7 Deadly Sins. I literally read a Wikipedia page right before that.
What about the rap battle where they introduced themselves?
What about the rap battle, Max?
Told me everything I needed to know.
I closed my little notepad I made. I do not even remember any of their names besides Estarossa because I said them like 10 times.
Okay.
Yeah, JoJo
10
wins.
Commandments.
Better manga, better anime.
Okay, this next one we got L versus Gus Frig. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the scenario?
Fring. All right. Scenario is, well, could L catch Gus and expose him? Will L be able to solve another seemingly impossible case, or will Gus be able to get rid of another obstacle on the path of his want for revenge? Ducko, you've decided to back up Gus, and I'm backing up L. So
you're going first by the
yes, I'm
thing,
going
right?
first.
All right.
So I'll make this pretty quick. I don't know how the fuck Gus is planning to find L, who nobody knows. Like, he has kept a secret from society. Nobody knows who he is. He is in fact the top 3 greatest detectives in the world because he has so many different identities. He's going to be able to fucking catch on to a money laundering scheme if this is all he cares about. If he fucking cared about this at all. Gus is not like the hugest fucking threat for him. But Gus is tied to like those 2 restaurants, like the Chicken Brothers, or like he has like a laundry thing. Like, he's like attached to successful businesses, but is secretly money laundering and doing a whole cocaine business. This is below L. Like L can do fucking way more than this. This is not a fucking big deal for him. If he cared, he would get all the information he needs. This is easy for L.
All right. I'll try.
Okay.
I'm up at the bat. Okay,
That's
so
all we can ever ask of you, Ducko.
Gus, he operated the single most successful drug operation in United States history until Walter himself, while also being presented to the public as a personable chicken restaurant owner. Los Pollos Hermanos also has massive corporate backing that just allows Gustavo to run the meth cartel with Madrigal Electromotive. They just allow him to do it, and they don't really mind, it seems. Also, the whole thing of he's donating to anti-drug charities and aligning with the local DEA and even befriending George Market, the agent there, as well as being able to both kill both rivals and allies if he needs to, being like a Machiavellian chess master behind the scenes. And pretty much, yeah, the whole public persona and his connections. Al doesn't really have much reason to find Gus suspicious. Why go after a publicly beloved chicken restaurant owner and philanthropist who, when he died, was still just seen as that? El will be going into this not having help from the local authorities and with public opinion against him, he is making his case to the wider community. Making such accusations against Colonel Sanders in real life probably wouldn't go down too well.
Is that okay?
So there you have it. There's my Gus.
Fair enough for Gus. What does everyone else think right now?
I think that this is Gus trying to go against the world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think.
Like, I think the biggest issue I see is, again, like, just Gus finding out who L is.
Like, yeah, nobody fucking knows.
There needed to be it took the Kira case for L to be like, okay, I have to, like, physically get involved with this. And I just don't think Gus's drug cartel is something on that scale that L would feel the need to go in person for.
Yeah, that can be solved in his house.
Yeah.
Literally would be no, because L's operated as multiple detectives as once on multiple cases.
Yeah.
This is kind of a sleeper episode so far. We gotta
pick things up.
These next three will be fun, I think. At least the next one for me and Biffweed and Ducko.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Good job, L. A hard-fought battle.
Yeah.
You did your best, Ducko. That was
Well, yeah.
Looks like Gus was the one who actually took the L.
Oh dear, I was not expecting that Gustavo was gonna be. I mean, there's probably people who are more qualified even to debate for him, but like at the same time, like I don't. Yeah, he was not gonna win.
I like what I've seen of Gus Fring.
Walter White versus Lyogamy.
Oh my god. Alright, well, here we go. BFDI versus Homestar Runner.
Let's go.
Okay. With another season of BFDI gone, comes another time of peace among the contestants. But they'd soon grow to miss the feeling of competition amongst each other. But with no competition comes no funding. The budget would dwindle down until it all came to an end. Meanwhile, Flash is dead, Strong Bad would exclaim. Oh, I don't want to fuck. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be the characters.
Yeah.
Slow-mo? What do we do now? Before a thought could make a quick pop would be heard as the denizens are transported to an eggshell white void with the BFDI contestants. Outside of realms, in a self-sustaining world of competition, a sportathon being held with the grand prize of $2,763 million with the desire to go back to their islands, homes, and computers. The two sides start the competition, see who can come out on top. It's a sportathon.
Okay, so I'd like to preface this debate beforehand. Like, me and Ducko have had like months to prepare for this, and we just haven't. Like, neither of us knows shit about the other's character.
I know. I prepared. I have stuff for Homestar, certainly.
Yeah, no, like we both know our own series well, but we know nothing about the others. So it's kind of up to Brandon to mediate it and make sure that neither of us makes up any bullshit.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
It looks like Homestar Runner comes first, actually.
Do?
In the thumbnail, at
Okay.
least. Wait, is it title?
The title is BFDI.
What do you guys want to do?
Up to you, Ducko. Do you want to go first? Or?
You're all right with me going first? Or?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, I do have stuff. I do have plenty of
All
stuff.
right, give him hell.
All right, Homestar and Strong Bad have been doing these kind of sporting competitions since day one, long before BFDI, I might add. With the original book stating that started it all being a strongest man in the world competition, which Homestar and Strong Bad were strong competitors in. Not to mention a triathlon and a big wrestling match and numerous other sporting events. They train a lot under Coach Z and have a big knowledge and even direct experience in both various real sports, basically any you could name, especially racing and whatever strange vague sports of like basketball hoops on football fields and beating up electronics with golf clubs and like seem to start happening. And also, Homestar is so proficient, in fact, that he somersaulted around the world 50 times before getting tired, which shows the general descriptor of terrific athlete often given to him, and a great deal of stamina. Strongbad himself is also fairly athletic and crafty, but especially he is willing to cheat, be vicious, and screw other. Fuck. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
Screw others over. As well as, speaking of cheats, his opponent appears to be a big block of jello. He probably would be willing to let the cheat just come along and eat him.
Wait, is that in the thumbnail?
There is like a.
Okay,
Thumbnail's
he
leafy and
is made
blocky.
of wood. He's made of wood, Ducko.
The cheat probably would eat a big block of wood too.
I mean, whatever floats his boat, I suppose.
So wait. I'm sorry. Is it all of BFDI or is it just leafy and blocky?
Not
I'm assuming it's all.
specified.
They said with the BFDI contestants.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
how many? Sorry, how
That's
many?
over 60 characters, dude.
Yeah, that is like 68 named characters.
Is it just Strongbad and Homestar?
They don't.
No, I think
specify.
they should get
it's just
strong,
everyone.
mad, and the cheat and stuff
Okay.
like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so is it my?
Yeah, you're up. You're up.
Okay, so plenty of competitions in BFDI are like based around the contestants performing physical activities. There have been plenty of like just standard foot races or like swinging around giant swings, and they take some of these to they show insane athletic feats in competitions that normally wouldn't even warrant it. Like there's a competition where they're trying to help one of the host plants grow, and they want to get out of the direct sunlight. So naturally, 5 of them run in place and spin the planet a full 180 degrees. There have been times where one of the contestants threw a stick to hit a button thousands of miles away. So not only did the stick make it there in seconds, it hit the button with pinpoint accuracy. There have been entire time lapses of the contestants climbing stairs for hours on end, so it's not like they're going to run out of stamina. And again, there's over 60 of them. There's plenty to like actually do the sports shit, and they are not above cheating. There are some whose entire personality is just dedicated to I want to fuck the other teams over. Some of them can fly, so that takes like any verticality based challenges, they just win. Like it just seems very stacked against Homestar as far as I can tell.
I know who I'm voting for.
Two things I can think of for BFDI that make this kind of unfair. Like you should have. I think the commenter should have just limited it to the first 20 characters. But well, obviously, if neither side is against cheating, one BFDI character is just a black hole. They're just named Black
Yeah.
Hole. Just a sentient black hole.
And also, like, if any of the BFB characters do die, they have a host that can respawn them.
Ducko, who are some of the most powerful members of Homestar Under? Like,
Don't they just have the recovery centers too?
I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, they have 2's recovery center. I would before Ducko brings up any feats, I would like to point out one of my personal favorite feats in BFB is again in relation to the getting the plants out of direct sunlight. One of them just calls the sun pretty lame, and it turns into an ice cube.
Ducko, what are the strongest members on your team? What do they got?
Strongmad is generally pretty strong and raging, but like you mentioned like a black hole. Oh man.
I mean, in fairness, the black hole actively goes out of its way to.
I know the West End guy.
Don't
plays
make me
super
try to
heavy.
fucking support
He switches
Homestar.
too.
You need to
As
get
a-
points.
Support.
As a Homestar Runner fan, this is fucking heartbreaking to listen to. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's such a good series. My god, give him something nicer.
Hey, I got the VFB today. That's all I care about.
Oh, you fiend.
I do like both a
I mean,
lot, but it doesn't help
I'm
that
sorry,
these characters
Ducko.
can infinitely recover. One has a black hole. The best feat in Homestar Runner is Strongnad kicking a ball across the planet. The first feat in BFDI is Needle popping a star.
They also, in spaceships and on foot, they have like dodged around barrages of lasers, like squash their bodies to slip between them. Like they just take this to a comical.
Too many
There's one
characters,
episode
man.
where 2 characters play catch with a star.
So we've had some fairly simple conclusions so far.
Okay, wait. All right, hold up. So,
Come back.
I thought I saw something in the Multiversus server a while ago, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm right. Homestar made a couple of constellations, and that got solar system level.
Oh!
Huh.
They're back in the game. They're
Go
back in the
fight,
game.
go fight.
Back in the
There you
game,
go.
baby.
Counterattack! Attack him!
All right, so if they're generally even in like being like cosmic level, I guess I would say that like the Homestar Runner crew like being like having just a bit more experience helps a bit
How long have they been doing this?
since like 1999.
No, but
At
like
least.
in universe, how long have they been doing this?
Well, since 1999, I guess they don't really have like a time
Because
like a
BFB
concrete,
actively
like, timeline.
makes a point that their in-universe time progresses in our real time, so they've been doing this for 13 years.
I am 99% sure that there's been a Homestar thing that like celebrates an anniversary where like it pretty much confirms that the time is the same.
We got more experience.
Right. They've got more, but doing the same kind of comical shit. Like is the constellation thing a one-off? Because it seems like BFB is just going to these cosmic extremes a lot more frequently.
Okay. In fairness, neither of these shows are meant to be power skilled. I feel like giving that to both is fair.
Yeah.
Also, this is just a sport marathon.
Yeah, this is a sport marathon, and they just.
That's the thing. I feel like calling the sun lame is not a sport.
Yeah, that's just fucking being.
I just brought that up because I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. That's just him
It
being a
doesn't
dick.
help that I will say I have seen the BFB characters do a lot of athletic things, like some of them are literally basketballs and baseballs, but some of them don't have arms. Some of them are just legless characters.
Homestar doesn't have arms though.
Little stick legs and stick arms.
He is telekinesis.
Arms
I
that can
think.
throw things thousands of miles.
But Homestar threw himself thousands of miles.
Around
When
the
he
earth a
lifted
couple
the earth.
times.
And there was the Strong Bad, like it was Strong Bad, right? Who kicked the ball or Strong Mad?
Oh yeah. He threw a ball around the planet, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty comparable, I'd say.
If they could
accurate.
BFR them to Yo-Yo Land with a map.
Oh yeah, true. They can just BFR people. Yeah, they can just leave the
Well,
dimension if
isn't-
they want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this
Isn't
a
it
fight?
the
then?
Why don't they just let the
people-
guys who can't go
Yeah.
back home win? This is
Wait,
about
what-
getting back
is
home.
Yeah, this is about
is-
getting out of that white world. If they send them to a place that isn't just a fucking white void, that's good for them.
In like one of the
wait,
most recent episodes, they do
wait.
have like wristbands that can just travel.
I'm
between
sorry.
dimensions.
So who's mediating this in the scenario? Who's judging that they win this competition or
There's
not?
no judge.
It's
What?
me, Bellfire.
It's
They
Bill!
also-
It's Bill! Oh my
And
god!
also, they don't really specify what kind of sports
Wait.
this is.
Yeah, they just say sport.
So is
Very,
it- does
very
this include
unspecific.
Man, I just want to talk about BFB and Homestar Runner. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, fair.
The Olympics, I guess.
I think if the BFDI guys can go home at any moment and the Homestar guys can't, they should just let Homestar win because they're fucking stuck here. If not, they're just gonna die here.
Oh yeah,
They
they can
are-
go
a
home
lot
at any
of
moment
them
because
are
if
assholes.
Leafy uses his map, Blue
Are they
Screen
gonna let
vacancy,
just these
they just go to
people
Yo-Yo
die?
Land.
They would just let people die.
Well, okay, they're
Like
assholes.
some of them wouldn't, but they would be vastly outvoted.
Oh my god. Well,
They don't get two, right? They don't. It's just the contestants. They don't get two.
I hope they don't get to, because that he can kind of just like erase them from reality. That would be very unfair.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna say
It's-
BFDI wins.
Yeah, probably still be FDI.
Man, I actually don't know who I like more because like Homestar Runner is such a timeless like thing for the internet for me. But I grew up so it's not BFDI is not very good, but I grew up on it.
Oh yeah, no, it's a case of like I know that if I didn't grow up with it and I watched it for the first time now, I would hate it. But
Yeah.
because I grew up on it, like the rose tinted goggles, like it's like plenty of web series like that, and there's plenty of series that I didn't grow up with that I've only just recently watched for the first time. Like I know that if I grew up on this, I'd like it, but because I didn't, I just can't stand it.
The thing for me is literally like I think that individually, I think Homestar himself is pretty comparable to an average BFB character, because like Literally, the intro has him fucking playing football, ice skating. Like, just the intro has him, like, winning a bunch of sports competitions. He's a terrific athlete. That's his fucking thing. However, there are so many BFDI characters. It's just, Homestar's just gonna carry. Or, like, and a couple of others are gonna step in for, like, a single thing.
Yeah.
As soon as it's a team competition, then BFDI have so many more options. And they're going to get tired less easily. I think Homestar might have better stamina, because he went around the Earth that many times without getting tired, while Biff just said that they travelled upstairs for hours before getting tired, which isn't as impressive. But, like, that's just Homestar.
Yeah. Because there are characters that will just make it their mission to sabotage the other team, and plenty of them are, like their entire personality trait is the strategist.
So I think, honestly, if this was a 2-on-2, I might actually give it to Homestar. But
Probably,
since this is like a 60 on 10, yeah, it's probably BFB.
They specified another season of BFDI, which implies it is the new cast, and we can't just do the first 20. Oh, this probably isn't better than the Homestar Runner Feed, but I want to know if you remember this, because I don't. How long were they cranking the
months. They were cranking that shit for months.
Yeah.
Explicitly without a break for most of them.
Well, Match took a break. Well, okay,
Match took a break, but the rest of them, like, they make a point, no, you're stuck cranking for months.
I was about to go fucking insane. I thought Brandon was about to say, how long were they cranking that Soulja Boy
for? Okay. We could...
Alright, yeah, probably, BFB, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I remembered that Homestar feed, so it wasn't just a stomp.
Yeah.
That was fun. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a really fun one.
Yeah.
We got Plankton versus Dr. Eggman. Here's the scenario.
Sorry.
Wow.
That was wacky.
No more things to say. No more things to say.
No more things to say. No more things to say.
Big though.
No more
things to say.
We're finishing up wave 1 of pizza versus hot dog.
Okay, okay.
I'm taking pizza. Butter's taking hot dog. They couldn't think of a scenario, so we just took. We're doing a bunch of pizza characters and a bunch of hot dog characters fighting.
Yeah. Also, just in case they thought it was the obvious one, we just unanimously agreed that pizza is just a better food.
Yes, that is just the truth. But anyway, beyond that, my other arguments for pizza. If we're looking at pizza characters, I was originally just gonna go for characters that were sentient pizza, but then Butter couldn't find shit for hot dog characters, so we're choosing characters that also eat pizza, I guess, which includes the Ninja Turtles, Chuck E. Cheese, Freddy Fazbear, Peppino, and fucking Pizza Steve, of course. Also, we ended up finding this anime gacha game or whatever, where it's food characters. We found hot dogs. Food fantasy. In it, there was a hot dog character and a pizza character. And the pizza character has every single stat above the hot dog and beats the shit out of the hot dog. And also, just add on to it, pizza boxes have amazing force fields because the Noid can't even break through them. So, they got shields.
All right. So, so hot dog. Oh God! You see,
hot dog.
I was see when I started this, I thought I was like, oh, I gotta bring up the dancing hot dog from Snapchat. You know, he defeated Wayne Goku. He stole your girl. He's the ultimate legend. But
shut the fuck up.
But no, so like. Bringing in more hot dog as characters. Like, you got Louis the hot dog vendor from that one show, I forget. But I'm bringing in Hot Dog Man from the Miraculous Ladybug. He can scale to the Ladybug feats, which from what I understand get up to from at least town level physicality to large island. Now, as far as pizza characters, the strongest character I could initially find was just from wait, I forget how strong the Noid was. I thought it was the Noid.
You think the Noid is stronger than the Ninja Turtles?
I was gonna say, if she's island level, Ninja Turtles kick her ass.
Yeah.
Well, oh wait, didn't like the Ninja Turtles get like planet? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're
So,
like multi-continent now.
Also
Okay,
Pizza
so
Face.
okay, yeah. So the strongest
Yeah.
character would be now. As far as food fantasy, I played this game unfortunately to do research on it.
Okay.
I lost many brain cells playing it.
I'm glad you went the extra mile.
And
Mad
I looked
respect.
into why Hot Dog is actually a better character in this instance. You see, Pizza is not the strongest character in your arsenal, so we're not going with Pizza's physical stats, and that's and Hot Dog is more of a support character, which is actually why Hot Dog is the better character here, because Hot Dog can increase the physical stats defense of themselves, where Pizza's only thing is that he can attack multiple people, but that's there's just one Hot Dog here, so unfortunately, you're kind of out of luck.
Can this
As
hot dog
far
defeat
as-
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Well, there's the Hot Dog from the Amazing World of Gumball who should scale to the planetary stuff. And
The hot dog
you
from
know,
Amazing World of
Come
Gumball.
on, Butter. Explain to the audience how this hot dog scales to Gumball. I want you to
what
go
did
in
he do?
explicit detail what he did.
You see, they had this physical confrontation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they hug.
Okay,
Congratulations.
okay. I did just remember. We're using characters who really like pizza and hot dogs, right?
Yes.
Cuphead. Cuphead loves hot dogs. I like Ralph
Yes,
and
Cuphead-
hot dog and Tilt the
You
World and hot dogs.
You want to know who loves
I do
pizza?
have Cuphead
Yes.
on my.
Who?
I also have the Fall Guys because they dress up like both the hot dog and the golden hot dog.
Larry, who did you
And
say?
Beerus.
Beerus loves pizza. You're right.
Beerus loves every
shit.
food. What?
I haven't seen him eat a hot dog.
No,
I've not
Beerus
seen him eat a
Yeah,
hot dog.
but he loves pizza.
Hakai.
But,
Hakai
okay.
hot dog.
There's
Cena
also-
molto on pizza.
So there's this,
Max, I don't think you need to say Hawkeye to convince me that Beerus beats the Fall Guys and Cuphead.
No, we're just gonna Hakai hot
But no,
dogs as a
Beerus
fucking
likes
concept.
food in general. Beerus likes food in general. I would, but here's the thing. All right.
If you
So
asked
I
him
say
pro
this-
pizza or pro
I
hot
say-
dog, he would choose pro pizza.
No, so I have this one little thing. I have this one little thing that so have y'all heard of the series called Mad?
Mad TV.
Oh
Lovely
no!
little-
Oh no!
Yes, Mad's-
No.
Already the worst point I've
Bad
ever heard in my
start.
life.
Bad start,
No,
Butter.
I knew that this was going to turn this was going to be quite the fun point. But so mad cosmology is quite an interesting thing. There's an infinite multiverse and
no.
higher dimensions.
Oh.
Now there's this one cutaway gag where a hot dog vendor is standing there. The guy walks up and he says, "Hey, give me one with everything." So the guy shrugs, grabs the entirety of everything, crumples it down, and slams it onto the hot dog. Now even if you don't use the hot dog man himself, the hot dog supported all of reality onto itself. And he wasn't holding it too. He wasn't holding it. He used both his hands to crumple up reality and slam it on the hot dog, and the hot dog physically supported it.
You know, fair enough. I was not expecting
Yeah, I was
that.
not expecting that to come up.
Hey.
Alright, today's match comes down to the hot dog vendor versus Lord Beerus.
Yeah, so Lord Beerus does underscale Whis, and Whis does have a scalable time. However, due to the fact that Mad TV is a multiverse, an infinite-sized multiverse through many of the episodes, this would just make the initial speed at least infinite speed to crunch down the infinity of
You
a
know what, Butter?
multiverse.
You certainly care about this a lot more than I do. You did a lot more research than I did. I'm gonna give it to hot dog.
I mean, that sounds about
Sounds
right.
about right to me.
I mean,
Sound like you're on your A
like,
game.
like holy fucking shit! I've never seen a pizza in fiction support the entire multiverse. Like fucking hell.
Oh, that shit.
Now that you've sent it, I remember this little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You take it, Butter.
Give me one with
Fair enough.
everything.
Good job, Butter.
Thank you.
Girl,
Now
Butter.
I'm going to delete this food fantasy app and block this off. Because, my God, I hate that game.
You've done it, Butter. But you've won the final wave, the final match in the final wave, the first wave, not final wave. Final match in the
Yeah.
first wave of Galaxy Grudge match. The light speed.
Yay.
Thank you all for enjoying, for suggestions and enjoying the show. This is super fun to do.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
so
Oh
fun.
yeah, that was so much fun.
We'll see you guys for the next wave whenever we're
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
that. But thanks for
Oh,
Bye,
yeah.
everyone.
You're all right.
Bye.